What's up, people? This is Smokey, and my guest today is Osiris. This is like a millionth time trying this tonight, plus it's probably more than that. We've tried to do it for 2 years, but Osiris, talk.
2 years it's taken us to actually try to get this thing down.
It's been a minute. This thing does not like us talking, I can tell you that, because I just get problems after problems.
Yes, it's like, we were just discussing this earlier for Smokey. Everybody else he talks to and gets interviews, everything's perfectly fine. As soon as we get to me, we have to fuck every shit up! We have to screw it up!
Okay. That's over the top, but okay. There is no bounds on this interview, so...
Yeah,
okay.
Completely over the top, to completely under it. In a millisecond.
Okay. Let me try to get my question right. I didn't already say this question once earlier, so what made you think about making Osiris the call? What went into making Osiris, your idea?
Pretty much when I first got the first SmackDown vs. Raw game, I saw all these options, and I was like, ooh, let's throw this in, and let's throw this in. So he ends up having long black hair, red eyes, Freddy Krueger gloves when they still had those back then, and the dragon design he used to have back that you saw him back in RCW of '08. And pretty much just been remaking him several different times, and in the last few years I've made about probably a lot more tires than I've made in the last 5 years. Ever.
Yeah.
Usually with Osiris, like on the SmackDown vs. Raw, the 06, 07, 08, and I think even 09. I don't remember if they took it out back then, but in 09 I had the dragon design that was red and black. But then they took it out in 2010, I think, and it was like, oh crap, now I need to make something new. And then I did that and had the 4 tire options, like, now I need to make more.
Yeah, it happens like that, trust me, I know.
Yeah, and so I've been kind of on that streak of making those, and then ever since I started making new cars for like other places, like when I first made Cyrox, and then I made Matthias Marlfox, and then I made Tobias Fangor, and then I made like 8 people for AWF. I was like, oh god, I gotta stop myself.
That's good. That's just the perfect way to spin out to this next question on your leads call. Tell us about it.
Well, it's co-founded by myself and Miser, and it originally started, I think, about 6 or 7 years ago as an underground league that Miser did just for his own personal amusement. But then Hugo from MWL convinced him to bring it online, and it's pretty much been like that ever since. But it was an EFED at the time, but now we're converging it into a call league, and well, that's how we're at currently at this point in time.
Yeah, that's interesting. What top people you got in your league? What is your top person, or random jobber or whatever?
Oh, we got plenty of random jobbers. We got a freaking pirate. No, really, I made a pirate cod because I thought it'd be amusing. It's like Redbeard the pirate, and actually people like him, so I think, oh, well, this is new. People like my creations.
In your opinion, who is some of the top people in AWL?
Some of the top people we have is Osiris, of course. And then we have Freaky, who in OFW was named Kevin Faircane. And then we also have some people that most call people have not ever seen before, like this guy called Trip Acid. And then we have J.D. Hayes and Alex Strider, and then we have this big group called Dark Side, and I love these little people because they're insane!
The little people are insane. A dangerous mix.
They're a little group of people. It's like, I think, 4 members officially. 5 members officially. We got 4 of the 5. because he hasn't really been making that fifth one all that often.
So they're like piranhas, basically.
And you thought Osiris was crazy. Nice!
Okay, let's see. We talk, anything else you want to let the fans know about the league or what to get interested in, you know, because some call people want some, I can't even say it, some sort of different side of call. What can AWF offer that?
I like to think long term in terms of storyline and whatnot. And yeah, I like to think really far ahead of these things. So I'm not, on the dimes like, oh, what should I do now? What should I do now? It's like, okay, we did this step, now we're going into the next one. And I like how having all these things flowing instead of, where the hell did that just come from? What the fuck?
Yeah, you gotta watch out too, because there could be some problems, and like my league, FPW, I've been having problems with my recorder. You can't plan some things, like powers with your recorder and stuff, I had my league going fine, then all of a sudden one little thing happens, and it's cut short for the moment.
Right, we have some recording problems too, but I've been diligently working on it, because I think for those people who actually watched 0 Hour, I think the United States Championship match was a really good one on this case, where the sync and the audio and the video was not working. It was just blah.
Okay, let's see. We talked about that. Okay, next question. What leagues did you actually watch now? And I know there's like H.A. Duke got his league new coming out. What is it? I can't. You remember the name of it? I know it's new. But
National Extreme Wrestling. I think it's Extreme.
Yeah. Dukes can. You gotta forgive us. You changed the name again, so we're trying to keep up here.
Yes. Well, like I said, watching new, I watch MWL. That's Hugo's place, and that's actually a really good place. Let's see. I'm just starting to watch CCL because, well, huh?
I said it called Smokey's on there.
Wait, Smokey's on there? Ah, crap! Now I can't watch it.
Ha ha.
No, it's because Nerdy entered somebody into that contest for CCL Revolutions or Revelation.
Revolution.
Okay, yeah, and well, I want to watch it and support Nerdy on that. So yeah, I'm going to start watching that. I've been watching. Oh, go ahead.
You better support Ethan Locke too, because he's in that contest too.
Oh well, I got somebody in that contest, so
May the battle of wits commence.
Yes, MWL, CCL, NWE. When Nerdy gets that up and running, and I'm also watching some other people that you probably have never heard of. Like, there's this one that I really do enjoy watching. It's called MPWF.
I've never heard of it.
I know, like I said, you guys probably never heard of it. But he's only got 300 subscribers currently, and that's actually really good.
Hell yeah. I'm surprised I ain't heard about him. I might be able to check that out.
Yeah, but what started me was what the initials stood for. MPWF. Major Pain Federation.
What? Who is the GM, Major Pain?
No, the MPWF chairman. That's the username you want to look for.
Oh, okay. But okay, we talked through that. Okay, let's see. The new WWE Trail game is coming out, but they ain't got that much information about it. They show real gameplay. They just basically showing their gameplay and the graphics basically. They said there's a new creative option. What do you think that new creative option is?
That is a good question, because they did bring in creative wrestler like they have to. Otherwise, they're going to be murdered in their sleep, painfully.
Oh, yeah. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
No, we can't have it quick, because then they won't be able to regret it by that point.
That's true.
They have the creative wrestler, obviously, and then they have creative finisher, so that leaves very few options. There's creative belt, that could be an option, or create an arena. Who knows by this point? I do not listen to what they say. It's like, let me see what you have first, and then I'll look at what you dropped in order to get this new and shiny thing in.
Yeah, they said that nothing was going to be dropped. They said they'd add, the thing that what got me thinking it's Creator Arena, that it said that the fans been doing it for a long time, so.
Yeah, but they've also wanted to create a belt back for a long time, so who knows?
Yeah, it could be anything.
And if it's Creator Arena, I am so fucked. Because I am going to have the blandest arenas you'll ever see. It's like, red ropes, yeah, that, black apron, yeah, I don't know.
You might be able to use paint tool or do something like that. I don't know.
Just paint tool now. I look at what I could do and I'm like, I can't even do half the crap that I don't have the patience.
I just use the design.
Patience to draw it with a controller. If I had my hands to do it, sure, but it would come out looking goofy as hell, anyways.
Yeah. But overall, what do you think of the new camera angles and stuff like that?
The new WWE 12 thing?
Yeah.
So far I'm not all that pressed. I do not like how they regressed to the HUDs that are in your corners when they were just getting it so down that's awesome, just like around their feet. It was perfect that way.
They said I remember seeing something that that hood was just a place thing for the demo, so that ain't the final product. So maybe they could fix that. They said they was, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I said, I don't believe half of what they say.
Yeah.
It looks pretty, but it takes a lot more than shiny things to distract me.
Yeah, I got to take a little bit more of this, technical difficulties, but I'm back now.
Ah, there we go, yes.
Yeah, I had bad problems with this crap, like I've been having, so.
Okay, as I was saying, it takes a lot more than pretty graphics to distract me, because that's one of the reasons that Wii has actually been a lot better than some of the other systems, is because even though the graphics aren't that pretty, they have really great gameplay. That's all I want.
Oh yeah, that's the most important thing now, probably.
That is why you still see colleagues running on the No Mercy game, because it's not that pretty, but they can do great stuff with it.
Yeah. What do you think about the new forum that we got going? I think it's called the Original Call Shack.
The original Call Shack. Well, if they got the Dynasty Gore Wrestling off of the main one, that'd be okay, because it says Original Call Shack, but I look at his roster and he's got Rhino and Vegeta and something like that. I'm like, well, this seems a bit hypocritical already.
Original or unoriginal? But I guess it's just basically, I'm just guessing it's probably just for, they might say original, but it's basically for everybody that's not the
Yeah, it's just like, I wish they didn't have a misleading name. I like the idea of having a forum like that. I just don't like it how it seems like it's taking all the stuff from the UWC forum. So I'm like, what the frack? Everybody's going there now. But I mean, I can understand why we haven't done anything on the UWC forums yet, because we're still planning things out. But, I think it's a little too early to say. I want to see them have a cohesive...
I got technical difficulties again, internet connection problem, like with being Osiris been. Ah! There we go, we're back.
that That was my fault on that one. That was totally my connection. I told you it goes off like that sometimes.
We're still live.
Okay, cool.
The original call site, it's growing pretty quick. They got probably like 22 members right now, 21, 22. It's basically like the UWC forums, but for everybody, I guess.
Yeah,
like
I would rather see them in a cohesive thing. Like, yeah, we share stuff. We're not like we're competing against each other. I hate that very much.
We all in this for fun. It ain't like back in what was it, about 2008, 2009, where everybody was, trying to do call and acting all crazy. And we had our time. Next question. What do you think? What do you think of the status of WWE and TNA at the moment?
Don't you mean Impact Wrestling?
What is your thoughts about it? What do you think they're doing wrong, or whatever?
It's hard to say. I don't even watch Impact Wrestling or TNA or whatever they want to call themselves now. I don't even watch it anymore. I just given up. I can't stand most of the stuff they put on, and because it also has Eric Bischoff at the helm, that's never a good sign.
They look like they
even worse sign.
They're trying to still go off that WCW. Some people said it's gotten better, but I can't get into it. I don't know why I just can't get into it.
Yeah, I can't either. It's pretty much WCW 2.0, and it's going to run itself into the ground eventually. It's just a matter of when. It could be within the next few months. It could be the next few years. I have no idea. What we do know is that it will eventually throw itself into the ground and burn and die, and we will all laugh.
My opinion about it is WWE they don't give a shit because TNA ain't going to catch up with them no time soon. TNA has their, little fans, but they still think that they can catch WWE. But in truth, WWE don't have to do shit. They can make it PG. They can make it like, they can put it on Nickelodeon for all I know. And they can still get more ratings just because of how well known WWE is.
Yeah.
TNA just can't jump in and just say, we're taking over.
Even though they did say exactly that.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. That's the point.
The thing is, WWE has 30-plus years behind it. So, even your elders know of it, at least. It's like, it's horrible when you see in interviews with TNA guys, that people at airports come up and ask, when you're going to wrestle again? It's like, I've been wrestling for 2 years in this place.
Oh, God.
That, when you need more recognition, is when that happens.
I think TNA is just a retiring ground for WWE wrestlers. Because all the people who get fired from WWE seem to just go to TNA. Have you noticed that?
That's more than likely the idea, and even if WWE puts on some of the worst things ever, their buy rates are way above and beyond what TNA could ever hope to muster.
Oh yeah, especially with WWE doing them tribute to the troops, and they're smart about the business. They might not have the best storylines to get everybody happy, but they make sure they make bank on other things.
Oh yeah,
keep it going.
Definitely.
Let's see. Who is, of all the calls you made, like we talked about earlier, who's your favorite call besides Osiris? Who's your second favorite call?
Okay, since you did kind of jumble in on that, so out of the people who I've made for myself, besides Osiris, who's my favorite?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, damn, that's a tough one. I got two favorites. I really like Cyrox, and Tobias Fangor right now is my current pet project.
That's always good. I got, as you know, I'm retiring Smokey at the end of the year, so I can focus on other people But my 3 is Ethan Locke, Mass Chaos, and Shock. I got Ethan Locke in, and I got Mass Chaos in the next gen thing. And as of now, I'm gonna join Rated Arcades' league,
DWA.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, Rated. That's my bad. But I'm getting Shock into his league, so hopefully people watch it and enjoy it.
Does he run on PS3 or something?
He runs on 360, but he uses SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. Technical difficulties again. Say that again. Hey, hang on a second, fans. We have another problem yet again. Doesn't surprise me one bit, because me and Osiris been having problems all night and the last 2 years.
Okay, as soon as I asked the question, that connection thing happened, so what did you say?
I said, I think I said, I got a Mass Chaos, Ethan Locke, and Shock, and Shock's going to Rated Arcades league.
I asked the question, does he run on PS3 or something, if you need a formula for it.
Yeah, he's 360 and SVR 10. I got to do a formula for that thing.
Okay, yeah, okay, I got it now.
Yeah, that's going to be a long formula, though. Hopefully I have it done by the time I upload this video.
Right.
I swear I hate this audio on my microphone.
Yeah, we just gotta work with what we got. Since we're this far in, we might as well try to get this thing.
Okay, we talked about wrestling. We talked about Call. What outside of this whole thing, what are your favorite things to do? Like, do you like going partying? Do you like doing certain things? Because you're a little bit younger than me, so.
I am not a party guy. This may come as a shock to you, I know.
No, not really. I actually do that. I just wanted you to answer the question.
Yeah, I know. I just do not like big crowds of people. I'm not I'm okay with small groups. I'm okay with that. But when you get me in a room that's like more than 10 plus people, I just do not feel good at all.
Yeah, I can act out when I'm around a lot of people. I have fun. Because everybody else is standing there like that, like, who the fuck is this guy? And I'm just like talking away. They're just looking at me. I'm just like, what?
The only exception to this rule is when I go to strip clubs.
Yeah. You can't be shy on a strip club. That's for sure.
That was good.
Let's see. Okay, we found out one of your favorites, going to a strip club. That's one of your favorite things.
And I do actually do amateur wrestling. I actually do that.
That's cool. How long have you been doing that?
Well, since my college, I haven't been doing it for the last 2 years because the college I go to doesn't have a team. But beforehand, I was doing it for about 6 years.
That's cool. I was back like I can't remember. Shit, this been so long. It's been a few years. But I went up there in Tampa. Up there to that training facility where Scott Armstrong runs. Up there. I trained up there for a little bit, but I had some family problems and stuff.
Yeah, now I just go back to the high school and I teach the newer guys who are coming up. It's like, I try to help them along, because I knew I needed it, so I'm just kind of...
Technical difficulties again, I guess, because he just cut off. Let's see, what can we talk about? Hang on, audio problem again. This is going to be the most ghettoest conversation ever. Everybody just talking. Everything's sounding fine in the conversation. My ears!
Yeah, my connection goes wonky. It comes back. I hear you. Ah! I'm expecting you to jump into a James Brown song. I feel good. Speaking of which, that's another one of my... Actually, I can play in a band.
Oh, that's cool. So you're a dancer?
No, I don't dance. I can't dance with crap. I said I play in a band.
I know it's a joke.
It's like, the reason I'm in a band is because I can't dance. It's like, I can play the drums all I want, but as soon as you get me on the dance floor, it's like, feet, you have to do something and don't screw up. Check! Pop!
Alright, I'm going to continue with these random ass questions and you can just answer them, alright? But okay, besides, I know you got Osiris and AWF right now, but is there any plans on putting them like in other leagues or and the other next question is how long do you plan on having Osiris in call before just saying fuck it and going to something else?
Well, I did say I like to plan ahead earlier. I did say that, but retiring somebody, I've never really contemplated the idea of doing. So I have no idea when I will actually stop using Osiris. It's like as long as I can make ideas up, and trust me, I have way too many to count, it's going to be a long, long time. And as far as Osiris being in other places, that's probably going to be a no. It's kind of like what you were saying earlier. It's like I like to stay in the people stay in the one place and not being, instead of all being all over the place. So Osiris is going to stay put, or if he goes anywhere else, he's going to go there and not be an AWF. I don't like him running around in many places.
Yeah, that was the problem with Smokey I had. That I had him in probably 5-6 different leagues at one time, and I just got in way too many leagues and it started messing up, and people started hating on me because I was in so many leagues. That what got trolls attacking me and giving false information, pretending to be somebody in my family or etc. It just kind of got out of hand.
Right. And even if trolls trolls know they need to stay away from me because I think they learned during my whole feud with Oshucheks that I can talk the talk way better than any of them.
Yeah, it's not a thing. I think the reason they attacked me was because I was so successful for about 2 years. I had a good run going, and they couldn't figure out a way to get me get me sidestrapped. So they decided to go around telling making these fake names and going to people that I knew and running them out. And it wasn't my fault that they believed it, but somehow they managed to get the other people to believe them.
Yeah, anybody who knows me knows I will tell you the truth. Well, as much as it is, if I'm trying to keep a surprise from you, I'll try to keep my trap shut.
Yeah.
But if you are... somebody accuses me of doing something, I will tell you if I did it or not. For example, I am probably the reason that Black quit the UWC forum so many damn times. I will admit that, because I don't like him and he doesn't like me.
Yeah, not everybody can get along. That's just the thing. Not everybody acts like everybody needs to get along, but there's always going to be somebody who's going to hate on, not like somebody, or there's always going to be a little. What is the word for it? There's always going to be a little trouble.
A nuisance.
Yeah, that's it. That's the word.
You must turn to your English Nazi for support.
You're my new English Nazi. I hire you.
No, you do not hire me.
Alright. Okay, what else to talk about? This interview has gone nuts as I suspected it would.
You know me, I will have conversations going to the left and to the right, and what direction is that?
I don't know, we've been trying to get this interview done. Let's see, we done talked about every little thing as possible. I don't think me and you both want this thing to drag on, so is there anything else that we haven't talked about that we need to talk about?
Actually, yes, there is one thing that I needed to talk about.
Okay, discuss.
It's actually an announcement for when we finally do get UWC running. We do have one idea, and I want you to be a part of it.
What is it?
Okay, it's the idea I cooked up about, I think, a month or a month and a half ago. It's called Running the Circuit, alright? And what this idea is for, like, retiring people, like we have with Smokey here. And the idea is for them to run the circuit, which is have a match in each of the leagues in the UWC. Like, for example, week 1, he'll have a match in NWL. Week 2, he'll have a match in AWF. Week 3, he'll have a match at NWL, and you get the idea.
Yeah.
And it works for two purposes. One, for the people who are retiring, like Smokey, like I said. And the other idea is so we can get more people in with UWC. We can use it for building up a big match feel, right?
Yeah.
For example, if you have a huge feud going on, and you're building up to this really, really big match, you can talk to us about running the circuit, have one of you guys run the circuit, and yeah, pretty much, that's the idea.
That sounds pretty interesting. I'm thinking about doing, like, at the end of the year anyway, this getting a bunch of people together, you know, people who I've been friends with and people I've commentated with in the past, getting together. And I'm gonna try to get a match recorded if I can get my recorder fixed. And all of them gonna get together and commentate my last match. And it's gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be no seriousness attached to it. It's just gonna be fun, you know. Just saying bye to Smokey. Y'all can celebrate afterwards.
He can run the circuit, then he can have his final match. Perfect. That works.
Yeah, alright. Alright. Is there anything else? Anything at all we need you need to say before we head out of here?
I'm just trying to think of more random stuff.
We don't need it to be like the last one. I think the first one we did was better, but it'll work this time.
Yes. I think that's about it. I think we're good on this interview.
Catch me next time. Thank you, Osiris. We finally got it done, but hopefully I can get another interview done within a week at least. I'm hoping. I've been having problems with my heart and stuff.
Right.
I've been off work, so I've been having the time to do this, but hopefully I can get another interview up. But yeah, man, I appreciate it, and I'll check y'all later.
All right, later.
Peace.